What is up, my valid peeps? Granbury Techie here for another Adventure Outside Reddit. Adventures Outside Reddit, by the way, is what I've decided the name will be for my series of non-Reddit videos. Anyways, now for this video. In today's video, I'll be talking about a couple of my fan ideas that, unlike last time where it wasn't related to any existing franchise, this time I'll be talking about a couple of my Ultraman fan projects. I've made 4 altogether, but I'll only be talking about the first 2 of them here, as the other 2 are currently incomplete. Though they are nearly complete, so I may cover them in a future adventure outside Reddit. With all that out of the way, be sure to like, comment, subscribe and share this video. Now let's get on to my first 2 Ultraman fan projects. First up is my own Ultra Galaxy Fight. Ultra Galaxy Fight, Spell of Ruin. In this Ultra Galaxy Fight, consisting of 13 10-minute long episodes and taking place between the Ultraman Z movie and episode 1 of Ultraman Rube, the main characters are Ultraman Orb and Ultraman Z, and along with their respective hosts, Guy Kurenai and Rikuo Sakura. And the main villain is the Chaos Demon Morgrid, designed by the amazing Kariakaki. Go check them out on Twitter and DeviantArt, they make some great stuff and I'll leave their links in the description. Morgrid is a creation of the evil Ultraman Trigia, made from DNA from Grimdo, inspired by the experiment that created the Space Sphere Demon Z. As such, Morgrid has immense power, which he intends to bring down the universe with. However, Orb and Jeed are the only Ultras in this. Like the 2 official Ultra Galaxy fights, there are several guest Ultras appearing in this to assist Orb and Jeed. These being, in the order they appear in Spell of Ruin, Ultraman Ace in episode 2, Ultraman Leo and Astra in episode 3, Ultraman Tiga and Dinah in episodes 4 and 5, Ultraman Gaia and Agul in episodes 6 and 7, Ultraman Cosmos and Nexus in episode 8, Ultraman Mebius and Hikari in episodes 9 and 10, and Ultraman Zero and Max in episodes 11 and 12. All of the guest Ultras appear in episode 13, the final episode of the series. Now, there's also a bunch of kaiju in this Ultra Galaxy fight too. Sight Queen and Zegun in episode 1, Veracron and Vakshim in episode 2, Dova and Alien Akumania in episode 3, Fire Golza and Thunder Durambia in episodes 4 and 5, Gankyu and Antlar in episodes 6 and 7, Xandrius and Galberos in episode 8, Kelbim and Impelizer in episodes 9 and 10, and Mechagomera and Alien Sran in episodes 11 and 12. All of the kaiju previously mentioned appear in episode 13, once again the final episode. Last up is the whole reason I made this Ultra Galaxy fight in the first place, being the new forms. Orb and Jeed, being the main characters in this, get their official game exclusive forms from Ultraman Fusion Fight as their new forms, by receiving the powers of the guest Ultras they team up with in each episode, except for the first episode for Orb and the first 2 episodes for Jeed. Before I start, with Jeed having 2 fusions that use Orb, he obtained the capsules for all of Orb's in-series fusion forms, except for Lightning Attacker, after the events of the Jeed movie, which takes place before this Ultra Galaxy fight. So, for the forms, there's Orb Mebium especially and Jeed Dandit Truth in episode 1, Orb Slugger Ace and Jeed Tri-Slugger in episode 2, Orb Leo Zero Knuckle and Jeed Leo Fist in episode 3, Orb Superior Soldier and Power Strong in episode 4, Orb Thunder Miracle and Jeed Mighty Trekker in episode 5, Orb Photon Victorium and Jeed Photon Knight in episode 6, Orb Thunderstream in episode 7, Orb Full Moon Xanadium and Specium Strom in episode 8, Orb Night Liquidator and Jeed Brave Challenger in episode 9, Orb Breast and Jeed Fire Leader in episode 10, Orb Stream Galaxy and Jeed we get Crosser in episode 11, Orbstrium Galaxy and G's No Active Succeed in episode 12, and finally G's Shining Mystic in episode 13. With all the new forms for Aubergide, there's new gimmicks appearing in universe for the first time that were previously only in their respective series' toy line. In order of appearance in Spell of Ruin, we have the Ultraman Ace Ultra Fusion card, Ultraman Orb Special Superion capsule, Ultraman Orb Imerium Slugger capsule, Ultraman Leo Ultra Fusion card, the Astra capsule, the Ultraman Tiga Power Type Ultra Fusion card, the Ultraman Tiga Sky Type Ultra Fusion card, the Ultraman Dyna Ultra Fusion card, the Ultraman Dyna Miracle Type Ultra Fusion card, the Ultraman Dyna Strong Type Ultra Fusion card, the Tiga capsule, the Dyna capsule, the Ultraman Gaia V2 Ultra Fusion card, the Ultraman Aggle V2 Ultra Fusion card, the Gaia V2 capsule, the Ultraman Cosmos Ultra Fusion card, the Ultraman Nexus Junis Ultra Fusion card, the Nexus Junis capsule, the Ultraman Hikari Ultra Fusion card, the Mebius capsule, the Ultraman Max Ultra Fusion card, the Lunar Miracle Zero capsule, the Ultimate Zero capsule, and lastly the Shining Ultraman Zero capsule. And last up for Spell of Ruin is the posters I made for it. In the poster we have the first two new fusion forms, Ultraman especially, and G Dandit Truth, up front with a silhouetted Morgrid behind them, and the space background behind all of them with the logo at the very front and the tagline along the side or at the top in the case of the one on the right. And I've made both Japanese and English versions of the poster since both of the official Ultra Galaxy fights have Japanese and English dubs. The text on the sides of the Japanese version of the poster is, of course, as I said, the series is tagline, which translates to a battle of light and chaos for the fate of the universe. And now two more versions of the poster, one without the Japanese or English text along the sides and the YouTube and the Ultraman official logo at the bottom, and one without any text at all. I've also made names for the music themes in Spell of Ruin. The opening theme is called Eternally, and the ending theme is called Uprise, which is in all caps. Before I move on to the other Ultra fan project for this video, I'll read out the synopsis for Ultra Galaxy Fight Spell of Ruin. A demon of chaos casts a spell of ruin across the universe, which causes all light to turn to darkness, making monsters run wild and resurrecting many others as a result. Orb and Jeed rise up to save the universe from this deadly fate, venturing across the universe and teaming up with various Ultra heroes. They will obtain new forms such as Memium Especially and Dandit Truth, and must battle through Morgrid's monsters to reach him and break the destructive spell before the universe falls to ruin. Now for my other Ultraman fan project, a movie for Ultraman Z. Ultraman Z the movie. Rise up, combine the powers. Akin to previous New Gen series' movies, this takes place after Zed's final episode and before Trigger's first episode. Starting off with the movie's protagonists, the film's Ultramen are Zed, Jeed, and Zero, and Riku is of course here as well. And with Ultraman Z, we have got his host, Haruki Natsukawa. And as an ally, there's Riku's friend, the alien Pegasa, Pega. Last up is a surprise returning character, Leto Ikaguri, Ultraman Zero's host from Ultraman Z, whom Zero reunites with to aid with the battles in the movie. Next is the very opposite. The movie's villain is a returning one from a past Ultraman series, Kei Fukude from Ultraman Z. He returns thanks to the power of a Devil Splinter, which also restores the dark energy used for his fusion rises. As such, he becomes all but one of the movie's kaiju, and like with Orb and Jeed's new forms in Spell of Ruin, the new kaiju are also official game exclusive fusions from Ultraman Fusion Fight. There's Burning Bemstra, Bemzeed, Strong Gomorant, and Maga Maga Archbalial, the last one of which is also the movie's final boss. There's one more kaiju for the film, Darklops Zero, which Kei summons multiple of between Bemzeed and Strong Gomorant while he carries out his plan. Those 4 kaiju were the only game exclusive in the film. The film's 3 Ultras each gain new forms, once again official game exclusive forms, this time the exact 3 from Zed's run in Ultraman Fusion Fight. In the film, a powerful attack from Strong Gomaran damages Riku and Leto's G risers, forcing them to resort to using Z risers before K becomes Maga Maga Arc Belial and goes on a rampage after absorbing the Devil Splinter that revived him, along with the Belial Capsule and the Belial Medal. Riku already had his own Z riser from Z, and Leto's came from Zero after getting his own one from the Land of Light prior to this film. After some medal distribution from Haruki to Riku and Leto, Z becomes Sigma Bresta, G becomes Tetrite Cross, and Zero becomes Grand Saber Zero, each with their own rise. In the fight against Maga Maga Arc Belial, Z uses the Zestium Ray Burst and Zestium Beam attacks, G uses Gigafield Pressure, and Zero uses Differation Cutter. For the purpose of this film, I created new attacks for G and Zero in their new forms. G Tetrite Cross uses Wrecking Angel, which is an enhanced version of the Wrecking Burst, boosted by the powers of Ultraman Jack, Cosmos, and Nexus. It's charged up like a combination of Wrecking Burst and Overray Storm, and fired in the same position as the latter. Grand Saber Zero uses Wide Saber Shot, which is an enhanced version of the Wide Zero Shot, boosted by the powers of Ultraman, Ultra 7, and Ultraman Ace. It is charged up like a combination of the Wide Zero Shot and Metallium Beam, and fired in the same position as the former. The combined attacks of Zestium Ray Burst, Gigafield Pressure, and Differation Cutter, then Zestium Beam, Wrecking Angel, and Wide Saber Shot, are what finally finishes off both K and Maga Maga Arc Belial. With all the new Kaiju and Ultra forms, there's new gimmicks appearing in the universe for the first time that were previously only in their respective series' toyline. Since all the medals for the Ultra's new forms already exist, the only new Ultra gimmick is the later Ultra Access card, though unlike the one pictured here, the text would be in the Ultra language rather than Japanese. The main new in-universe gimmicks for this film are the 6 new Kaiju capsules for the 4 Belial fusion monsters. Zeton and Gomra already existed, so there's 6 new capsules. Bemula, Arstron, Bemstar, Tyrant, Arc Belial, and Maga Orochi. Last up for the Z movie is the posters I made for it. In the poster we have the 3 new Ultra Fusion forms, Z Sigma Brasta, G Tetrite Cross, and Grand Saber Zero, plus 2 of the new Kaiju, Burning Bemstra and Maga Maga Arc Belial, all in front of a city background and behind the movie's logo. Now, unlike Spell of Ruin, based on previous releases of Ultra movies, there is no English version of the poster, only ones with the Japanese tagline on the left, no tagline in the middle, and no text at all. The text on the right side of the top right of the Japanese version of the poster translates to "The power of fusion, good versus evil." Once again, I've made a name for the movie's theme song in Rise Up Combine the Powers, which is Infinite Fusion. Before I finish the video, I'll read out the synopsis for Ultraman Z the movie, Rise Up Combine the Powers. After an attack from a Belial fusion monster that isn't Celebro, it is discovered that the servant of Belial, Kei Fukuide, has returned from the grave after his demise years earlier. Ultraman Z, Ultraman G, and Ultraman Zero find they are no match for Kei's new fusion monsters, and so must access new fusions of their own to put a stop to the revived Kei and his plan to revive Belial. Before I go to the outro, I've also made a combined version of the posters of today's projects, Ultra Galaxy Fight, Spell of Ruin on one side, and Ultraman Z the movie, Rise Up Combine the Powers on the other side. I really like how this came out, to the point I actually printed it off and have it on the wall next to me where I'm currently recording this. Oh, and note for Spell of Ruin, which I forgot, the new fusion forms for Orb and G do get their own rises as well. So yeah, that was my 2 Ultraman fan projects. I hope you all enjoyed learning about more of my ideas, and I hope to cover my other 2 Ultraman fan projects sometime in the future, whenever they've been completed. I've made a document on the 2 projects from this video, which you can go and check out in the description if you want to learn more about them. Big thanks to Kariakaki on Twitter and DeviantArt for making Morgrid. They take commissions, so if you liked Morgrid, go and commission them. They do some great stuff, and I'll leave the link to their Twitter and DeviantArt in the description. If you guys want to see my other 2 Ultraman fan projects, or just enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment your thoughts or any questions, subscribe to my channel for more content, and share the video as well. With all that being said, I'll see y'all Valiant Peeps next time. Bye!